Welcome to another baseball chat presented by Play Ball Academy. In this episode, we'll look at some of the frustrations parents may have when children are involved in Little League. He just won't listen. I tell him over and over again.
He's not playing first base just because he's my kid.
I don't know what to teach these kids. What the hell do I know about baseball?
He wants to play, but he doesn't want to ride the pine. All he does is go to the pool all day.
I think my kid's coach is reliving his youth. All he's worried about is winning. I want my kid to have fun playing. How can we emphasize to our son to have fun with the game and not get stressed out?
A lot of little leaguers get stressed out playing baseball because they're afraid to strike out or they're afraid to give up a home run. As a coach and parent, we need to relieve this stress from our team and our players. One of the ways we can do this is by keeping a lighthearted bench. We don't need to yell and scream a lot during the game. We can talk to our players afterwards about some of the things they might have done wrong or addressing some issues that occurred during the game. But, keep this game fun. I tell players all the time, I said, if you're not having fun playing this game, then you really probably shouldn't be playing the game at all. And that goes for the parents and coaches as well. Kids pick up on certain signs and signals that are given by their coaches and parents. If the parent's stressed out or if the coach is yelling and screaming all day, all game, then the kids are going to react in a similar fashion. So you, as a coach, as a parent, you got to keep your emotions under control at these Little League games.
I can't get my kid to be motivated for the sport and take the initiative to practice and improve his skills. He has the desire to get better, but doesn't follow through with the necessary work.
It's often quite difficult to motivate kids of all ages to go out there and practice to improve themselves. Probably the best way to do it is just simply make the game a lot more enjoyable, making practice time more fun. As coaches, what we've done in the past for our Little League kids, at our camps, or even at the college level, we've done things like played flag football with a ball and a glove. We've done butting competitions, ground ball competitions. We do a lot of things that the kids enjoy doing. Kids get motivated very easily by some type of reward system or a prize that's given out. Especially in our camps, we always give out prizes for our competitions. One other thing I would recommend doing is maybe if you can get your kid to a college baseball practice and let them see what goes on there, what those kids need to do to get better. This is a difficult sport to be good at, and it takes a lot of hard work, just like any other sport. So maybe if your little leaguer just can go out and see what the older kids are doing and what they're doing day in and day out to get better, that might just motivate him to get out there and practice.
As a parent, I am worried that my son's coach is too focused on winning and not on my kid's development.
Sometimes you'll have a Little League coach that's very focused on winning and doesn't put a lot into the development of the skills of the players. And if you're a parent and your son is in this situation, there's a few options you might have. One is to volunteer your time. Most coaches don't want to hear anything from the parents, especially ones that don't volunteer or just kind of stand on the sidelines and give their input and complain. So get out there, get to the practices, and put your time into the program. Another option is, if that doesn't work or if that's not an option, is to sit down and actually talk to the coach or just address them and say, listen, coach, Johnny's not too happy with this situation. He doesn't feel like he's getting any better. Not playing. A lot of the other kids aren't playing. Is there something we can do, since this is Little League? Is there something we can do to really work on the skills of the players and not be so concerned with the winning aspect? And if things get really bad for you, maybe as a last resort option, something I don't really recommend is to pull the kid off the team. If you're in an organization where you have multiple teams in the league, it's an in-house league or something like that, you might be able to just move them to a different team. Again, to me, this is a last resort. The Little League season's really not that long, so you might want to just stick with it and wait till the summer's over and then look at your options for next year.
My son won't listen to me. How should I get him to listen to me?
Kids can be tough sometimes. They don't always want to listen to what dad has to say. So how do you get around that? Well, what you can do is simply have another parent or coach relay the message to your son. The words can be yours, but it can just be through someone else. That might be the best solution. The other way is to simply prove to your son that you know what you're talking about. I mean, if you can go out there and play the game yourself and show him that you're capable of playing, that you understand the game, that you know the game, he's more likely to listen. If that's not your thing, and if you're not such a great baseball player, well, then learn the game and learn how to coach the game. And if other kids are listening, a lot of times your son will look at that and say, okay, well, if these kids listen, then I should listen also.
I have limited playing experience. How do I go about being an effective coach?
So a lot of parents have the dilemma that they didn't play a lot of baseball in their time, and here they are coaching a team at Little League level, and they're not sure how to go about things, how to teach various skills and whatnot. Here's what I would do. First of all, the internet is a huge resource. You can go online and find all kinds of things. Even at playballacademy.com, you can go there and find hundreds of video lessons, audio clips, written articles, and all kinds of different lessons that you can choose from online. And there's other sites out there as well. I would advise that you go to some coaching clinics. Go to coaching clinics, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Learn from the other coaches. We all don't know everything, so it's always a learning experience. There's a lot of things to understand and learn in baseball. So, go online, find those resources, use those resources, and learn from what you can find, and then also hit the coaching clinics. So if you want to be an effective Little League coach with the knowledge you have, you just keep it simple and keep it fun.